Hello world, and welcome to the Mecca of Mastery TV. I'm your host Mecca. If it is your mission to become the greatest version of yourself in every area of life, then you're in the right place. In this episode we are speaking about spiritual development. And the topic of this video is the truth about expressing your feelings. Let's get straight into the video. So most of us grow up in the world and the system, and it teaches us not to express our feelings. You know, when you were the kid and something happened and you fall down and you got hurt and you cried, your parents would say to you, you know, toughen up, don't cry, go back out, do it, blah, blah, blah. So here you are, you're in pain, you just fell, you hurt your knee, you in pain, you know, or somebody just did something to you. The little boy told you that he didn't like you because your hair wasn't long enough. Your mama told you, don't you cry about it, don't be a little girl, toughen up. And you toughen up. And you put on a game face, you change your face, stop crying, stop frowning, do it right now, dry your eyes, go back and play. And this is how we're taught. And you do that. And the thing is, even though you were taught that when you were 5, then now when you're 25, and then you're 35 and 45, you still basically, metaphorically, doing the same thing. And the truth about expressing our feelings is that people never taught us how to really express or deal with them. They just taught us how to cover it. Basically, most people are walking around in life with masks on, literally with masks on. And when you do this, nobody really know who this really is. All they see is the mask. So people are approaching and feeding energy to this. They're not feeding energy to this mask, to you. So when you don't really express how you really feel or who you really are, people really don't know how to treat you, or they don't know the boundaries that you have for yourself because you're not being real with them. And this is how we were taught, and that's the bad thing about it. That's why I don't agree with the system. So the truth is, we should express how we feel, because when we put on a mask, people are feeding to you and they giving you more shit in life because you're putting up this big persona, like you're big and you're tough and you're bad and you can take anything. You're like a shield and rocks is thrown at you. So people are going to keep continuing to throw their rocks. But when something happens, for example, I had a friend, my sister, we've been friends for over 10 years. And we fell out because we grow in life and we were together every single day and we were teenagers, and then she got a boyfriend and my feelings were so hurt. And I just pretended as if I did not care, right? Like, you know, put this mask up, but I was suffering for a few years because this person was so connected. She's my soulmate, like my soul sister. And I did not, for years, I felt lost because a part of me was missing because this person was a part of my life, a part of my soul. And until I started to learn that me putting up a facade about how I felt really never got me anywhere. And we rekindled, and I spoke to her and I said, listen, my feelings was hurt because here I was with you every day and I'm doing this and we're doing everything together and you're the only person that was there to talk to and we did everything together, and then you got this guy and you forgot about me. And really what people, the crazy thing is what people will say, and what you will realize when you do this, when you begin to do this, because you will, you're not going to be hiding your feelings. When you do this, you'll realize that people did not mean to do that. Like, they didn't wake up and say, I'm going to hurt your feelings today. I wake up to hurt Mecca's feelings and I'm just going to distance myself from Mecca and have a boyfriend. It was like, no, I didn't think you felt like that. She was like, I felt that you were so tired of me. I felt like I was smothering you. And, you know, I needed to get a boyfriend. It was, you know, I just thought I needed to give you your space. And what was funny was she stated that she said, no, Mecca, I didn't just forget about you. I thought that you needed your space. I felt that I was just doing too much. And she said, you know, I was searching, I needed just healing, and you know what I needed and things like that. And what I've realized from that relationship at that point in my life, and just, it was just amazing. It's like a light bulb went up on for just any other thing from my feelings and other relationships in my life and just any area in general, was that people really don't know how you feel. And sometimes we create a story in our own minds about what somebody else may be feeling. And we don't know what people may be feeling. like we don't live within them. And sometimes people, we can be with them and something happen and we can see their body language and we read too much into it and we get a certain reaction and we'll internalize that reaction as if something negative or wrong, but really it's not. And until we express how we feel so we can get feedback from that person, though we truly know, we'll be at ease. And then first of all, we get feedback because people are not really out to really hurt us. People are trying to protect themselves. We are all trying to protect ourselves. So even if we put out something hurtful hurtful towards somebody, really we're doing that because that's all we know how to do, but really we're doing that because we're trying to protect ourselves. So if you speak to people and you tell them how you really feel, you'll be surprised to know that maybe you were wrong about how you thought they were feeling. Or if they were feeling how you thought they were feeling, then that's a choice that you can make right then and there. Do you want to deal with these people anymore if they really feel like this? Or you look at yourself, what is it that you're doing to make people feel the way that they're feeling and treat you in a certain way? At the end of the day, it's always reflected back to us, how we treating ourselves, how we're internalizing things and what we're doing. So the truth is that we really supposed to be expressing our feelings, not covering it up. Because the true hero, the true person, the strong person is the person who expresses how they feel. Because the more I express how I feel, people treat me how I want to be treated. Because I tell them how I want to be treated. I used to have relationships where I would hide it, where I say, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Marriages, a lot of marriages that are sinking is because they are fine. I'm fine. Everything's all right. When it's not. If you want things to be all right, you need to tell people why it's not all right and how to make it all right. That's the only way people will know how to treat you. We live in this world where we have to interact with other people. And people can't read you. They might be able to see certain things and characteristics, but we really don't know what's going on in your head. Well, you know, on a telepathic level, I do know how to read minds. But we really don't. So that's just what it is. Express how you really feel. Put it out there. And in return, you'll get back what you need because you'll put it out there. And people will know your boundaries. People will say, I know that Mecca don't like this, or she don't like when I behave this way. Or it's probably too much for them and they can choose not to deal with you, vice versa. You can choose not to deal with them. But it's all a choice. Express yourself. That's the only way that this world know who you really are. And we always say here at Mecca Mastery TV that we encourage you to become the greatest version of yourself in every area of life. So you go out into the world and you kick a whole lot of action. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything, because you can do whatever you put your mind to. I'm offering one-on-one coaching. If you want to become a greatest version of yourself in your life, but you don't know where to start, just email me at meccabookings@gmail.com, or just to simply say hello. I'm sending my love, my life, my peace, and my energy all your way. I hope you have a wonderful day. With love and peace. I see you in the next episode. Peace.